Hey Dr. Summer, this is Danny Carroll. This is my final video for our MBA 651, Creativity and Innovation. Um, to answer the first question, which was create your own exam question, um, my question I came up with is if you were going to start your own business, what would it be? What creative and innovative processes that you have learned in MBA 651 would you use to start and run this business? So basically, a business that I've thought about for a while is creating a marketing company in the town I live in, Wilmington, Ohio. During this 8-week course, I've learned a lot about creativity and innovation, and it has helped me both in the company I'm working for now, and if I want to start up this marketing company in the future, it gives me a lot of creative and innovative ways to start it and run it. Um, the biggest thing that I stated in my idea journal was this marketing company. Um, Currently, the position I have in the company I'm working in is very good, and I don't want to leave it. I do in the future want to start a marketing company. I have gained a lot of knowledge of how I would go about this. To start the questions, we had to list at least 8 different concepts and topics that we've gone over during this course to answer this question. Um, First concept that I thought that I could use is the idea journal. I really like this concept and idea, and it's something that I've never really thought of before. I feel like I come up with a lot of good ideas, but I always forget about them because it's when I'm exercising or when I'm at work and don't have time to jot them down. But this was a really simple way to write down these ideas, and I think it's something that I'm going to use the rest of my life, whether it be for a job, for inventing something, whatever it be. Um, it's a really good way of recording my ideas and putting them together and putting them to use. Um, the way that I'd be able to use it for the company would be multiple ways. I'd use it for the company itself and how I would want to run it. I would tell my employees to keep an idea journal of different things that they think would help the company or that they would want to do on their work. Um, for me, as being the owner, I would keep an idea journal of how I could improve the company and different things that I would want to do through it. Um, so the idea journal is very helpful, and I'm glad I learned about that. The idea journal led into another thing, which was the concept of design. The concept of design is pretty crazy, and I've never really thought about it in the way until this class. Um, bringing the idea journal into reality is using design. The concept of design can bring creative and innovative thinking all together, and it can lead to unthinkable things. The next concept that we learned in this class is reframing. Reframing is definitely an interesting way to use creativity and innovation. The examples we used with bread um, and the Oreo kind of just gave you a way to look at one general thing that we use and eat pretty much every day and all the different ways you could use it. And I think you can use this in anything in life, whether it be at my job, for this company. For this company, it would just be a way of looking at marketing for companies and saying, okay, I'm looking at you. How can I market you in different ways than the conventional way? And I'd be able to just reframe it in different ways and come up with different concepts that other marketing companies haven't come up with for these businesses, and that could really give me an edge over the competition. The next concept that we covered was creating the right environment. I think this is huge. The company I work for right now at R&L Carriers, I work in the design department, but I'm in marketing, and I just see these people working together every day, and they bounce ideas off each other, look on their computer screen. It's impressive, and that's why they're so good at what they do, because they're able to work together as a team, and it leads to one of the best designs companies for trucking that I've seen. The work they do is outstanding, and that's exactly how I would want my marketing company to be open like that, because that's just how ideas flow in, and the creativity and innovation can just excel in that environment. Um, the next concept after creating the right environment is finding confidence in creativity, and this is huge too, and this all leads with creating the right environment for creativity. Um, if you don't have confidence in being creative, it's scary. If you go against unconventional ways, then people don't like that, and people won't be creative unless they feel comfortable with it. And making them comfortable with creativity is the key to utilizing their design and creativity. Another concept was the 7 steps of thinking. I think this is a great tool as a guide to guide you through creative thinking. It gives you a process of um, using ideas that you've come up with, but breaking them down and making them into reality. I would also use this to help my employees um, use their creative minds and guide them through it. And it's also something that I use with some ideas at work already, and they've been successful with stickers on the forklifts and stuff like that, which I talked about in my paper. Um, Overall, this class was as I expected, if not better. I knew being in a marketing department that I had to be more creative and more innovative in many concepts in many ways, and this class has given me many ideas and already led me to more successes in my company. This was my last semester doing my MBA, and this is my last 2 classes, and this class has been one of my most effective classes, putting it into an actual work environment. So I'm very glad I took it. Because writing this exam, it kind of summarized everything that we learned, which was nice, and I'm sure that's pretty much the reason that we did this paper the way it is, and we're doing this video. Um, but thank you very much for the class. I really enjoyed it, and I look forward to using a lot of the concepts and topics that we covered in this class in my future. Thank you.